Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is Monday, January 26, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Heartbreak Tarot by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can also find it in her Etsy shop. I hope everybody had a good Monday. We got one on the table. Okay, that was a little odd. What the? We got 8 on the table. Hold on. We got 8 on the table. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 majors. 2 more shuffles. Last shuffle. Ooh. We got 9 with bottom of the deck, 3 majors. No reverse. We got 10 of cups. We've got the Hermit. We've got the King of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups. 10 of Swords. Got the Star. The Sun. 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Hold on, let me turn off this heater. I turned it on because I thought maybe it was too cold in here. Now I'm realizing I just made it too hot. All right. What the hell happened with this 10 of Swords? It's funny because whoever this is for, whoever this is someone that's very I don't want to say in their ego. It's not, I mean, they might have a little bit of an ego, but this is someone that's very confident, like very sure of themselves. Not, and again, not like in an ego. There's a little bit of ego, okay? I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of ego, but it's not bad. It's just somebody like very confident in themselves. And for whatever reason, somebody is going through some type of heartbreak, betrayal. Whoever this is, though, like with the Star, the Sun, that even the 9 of Cups, like this is someone that can take care of themselves. This is someone that's okay on their own. You know, they can stand on their own 2 feet. It's just like they feel like I don't know if somebody was in a relationship and someone fucked them over, or could even be like a friend. Okay, it could be a friend, family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. Take how it resonates. What does this say? The ultimate betrayal. This was the breaking point, the final wound, and yet even this pain will end. Like maybe somebody did something to someone more than once. Even if it's not a lover, even if it's like a friend, like maybe somebody lied to you or stole from you, and oh, I'll never take the $5 out of your purse again, and then like a month later they steal $10 out of your purse. Okay, why am I getting that? Okay, that might be a little specific for somebody. Somebody like coming in to take care of your pets, more specifically a dog, but it could be cats technically. But I'm getting like asking somebody to take care of your dog, like when you go out of town for a trip, like for work, or maybe on vacation, and you ask them to come and like feed your dog and walk your dog like twice a day or whatever, but they only do it like once a day. And then you come home and like, you could tell like your dog is like, depressed and upset and not, like the chipper little beasts that they were when you left. I don't know. That was kind of specific because I've never had that happen. I've had people. I remember when I was younger and I lived at home and we had a cat. Her name was Miss Kitty. She was all gray, long hair, beautiful cat, beautiful green eyes. And the ex best friend actually watched her for us. We took her to her apartment, her condo, and she watched her for a week while we were on vacation. And I didn't notice anything about Miss Kitty. She seemed fine. And the ex best friend was like, oh, yeah, like she hid under the bed for like a day or two, but then she came out and, like she seemed like she was fine. And this was before the ex best friend ever had like her dogs because she used to have dogs. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I've never, and then when the ex-husband and I were together and we would go to Jamaica, we'd go on vacation. Sometimes we'd go to the tree houses in Seattle. His sister would come over and feed the cats and scoop the litter box. But yeah, like I've never left a pet with somebody and then came home and thought they were abused. That was kind of specific. But that would be a betrayal, right? You trust your fur baby with somebody and they don't take care of them. That's horrible. That's horrible cuz fur babies, they're like babies, they don't know. Like they can't take care of themselves. Dog can't walk itself. Cat can't clean its own litter box, even though they like to kick the poop out of there. I don't know who that was for. If that's somebody out there that had that happen, I'm sorry, because that's horrible. That's horrible. I remember too. The ex-husband and I would watch the sister-in-law's dog and cat. I used to love going over there, and their cat was an indoor outdoor. So they would always be like, "Oh yeah, like let him out or whatever. He'll come back. You can let him in the afternoon or whatever." Oh, you guys, it always drove me nuts because I was always like, "Oh, oh, oh." Like what if he doesn't come back? Yeah, 10 of cups. Like somebody is okay. Yeah, you guys know how I feel. You can be in a 10 of cups and be single. I don't care. That's just my opinion. I don't think you need to be with another person for a 10 of cups. But someone with the 10 of cups, the 9 of cups, someone is very responsible, adult, independent, knows how to take care of themselves. Whoever this was, they were really excited for a connection. I mean, it even shows on here family. And again, that doesn't even necessarily have to be a lover. Somebody could have been excited, to spend more time with their family, that kind of thing, their parents, their siblings, whatever. This is someone that spends a lot of nights alone with the hermit and was kind of looking forward to not. And then whatever this betrayal is, however it resonates for you, the Five of Pentacles, this person feels like you abandoned me, like you walked away. Again, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could be family, right? Families disengage from each other all the time. I had that in my life. I left my family. It's a hard pill to swallow when you realize people are never going to change and you just are not willing to put up with BS anymore. You love them. They're your family, but for your own mental health, you just can't. And I get really ticked off when I see doctors, like psychologists, being like, "Oh, you can't leave your family. Your family's your family. You need to make up with them and make it work." You're a doctor and you're saying that? like you have a degree? Where'd you get that degree from, ma'am or sir? No. No. If you wouldn't let a stranger shit on you, why would you let your family? That's like a million times worse. That's your family. Like they're supposed to love you unconditionally, treat you well, and vice versa. Why? 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 And it's funny because my friend at work, I would tell her stories and she would still be like, "Oh, Kim, I think you should make up with them. I think you should, call them. I think you should go there for the holiday and da 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 da." And then when I reconciled with my dad and my brother at the beginning of last year, and I was told some stories, and I went back to her to say something because she's my friend, and she was like, "Tell me that again." And I would tell her, and she'd be like, even though I want to tell you, like, you should, go back, to a specific family member, like, I don't know that I can tell you that. Like, she's like, "I can't believe that happened." And I'm like, "Believe it. I've seen it my whole life." When people are mentally ill and don't get help, I mean, and you get older, it's not good. It's not good at all. Whoever this is, like I said, the Nine of Cups, the Star, the Sun, this person is set. Like this person, even the King of Pentacles, like this person knows who they are. They know their worth. Whoever this person is, the King of Cups, this is somebody that just needs to um follow their gut more, use their intuition more. And I'm also going to say this because here's the thing. The King of Cups says, mastering your emotions. You no longer let their words or actions shake you. Your peace is now in your own hands. What I'm seeing is somebody needs to let the emotion out. Somebody needs to have a good cry. Somebody needs to maybe journal, that kind of meditate, that kind of thing. Talk to God if you believe. Talk to the wall if you don't believe. I mean, whatever. Like somebody needs to let their emotions out because you can't bottle that stuff up inside. Especially with that whole thing about taking care of like a pet and not taking care of them and then you finding out that they didn't take care of them. Like like I would have to let out my emotions and you know, If somebody were to mishandle my cats, I don't know that I could be nice about it. Like, I would literally have to take a step back and take a couple deep breaths, and then I would be like, we are no longer friends. We are no longer family. We are no longer lovers, whatever the case, because you couldn't take care of my pet. And it doesn't matter, whatever the situation. It's just this person as a whole needs to express themselves. Okay. And there are other ways to express your emotion other than crying. I just use that as an example because I like to cry. Like, when I have a good cry, like, I love it. I love to get out my emotion like that. I think it's a great release, honestly. That's just my opinion. And I cry about all kinds of things, y'all. Happy things, sad things, all kinds of things. But there are other ways to get out your emotion, and like, you could paint, um anything artistic, writing, something, whatever, crocheting, I don't know. Like, literally, there's probably a million things you can do to tap that energy into, or tap into that energy, however you say that. The sad thing is I slept really good last night, and I feel like I didn't sleep at all. Pardon me. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm not seeing anything else. And I could just go over the same thing over and over again. I mean, I have for 17 minutes. So I'm going to leave it there. And again, if that resonated for somebody with the pet thing, I'm really sorry, because I can't even imagine, like, going on vacation, going on a business trip, and coming home to, like, my animal, like, being despondent, feeling abused. Like, I just can't even imagine that. That would be horrible. That would be horrible. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for no one. I hope, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I hope everybody had a lovely Monday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.